Hi everyone, welcome to our channel again. Today I'm going to focus primarily on the fresh grad. Now, if you are graduated this year in 2020, probably is not the best year to graduate. Because of the COVID-19, people who just graduated from whatever field, probably many of you failed to get the dream job after spending 4 or 5 years to go through all the courses. Now, based on the research by the Milk Round job website in US, about 18% of the total people who are graduated this year managed to have full-time job, in comparison to about 60% in the previous year. So meaning that about 80% of the fresh graduate anywhere around the world probably failed to secure any full-time job. That's not enough. Some of those people who are, end up with some full-time job, they have to be contented with probably 10% less pay compared to the previous year. On top of that, based on international labor organizations, just reported recently that about 81 million of people lost jobs in Asia Pacific alone. Worldwide, they're looking at probably about 500 million people lost job. And we have in the range of between 5 to 15% or even 20% unemployment rate in different countries. So the question is, if you keep looking for a full-time job, how long would it take for you to end up with one? Now, if you have some skill, probably the niche skill around the cloud computing, user experience design tool, data visualization, back-end web development, social media, data science, blockchain, and so on and so forth, based on a LinkedIn report in 2020, probably you may be part of the 18% who get a job. But how about other people? How about other graduates that don't have probably this skill set? Now, if you look at the probably latest report you see around the world, there's an explosive development and demand for online application. People go shopping online, people go virtual class, people work from homes, and all those need technology. Now, you have those skills that I mentioned just now, probably is good for you at this stage. If you have not, then what alternative do you have? Can I propose something that you probably might like to think of, the alternative? Instead of looking for a job, why don't let the job look for you? Become a freelancer. Involved in gig economy. In US, about 57 million of people involved in the gig economy and contributing more than 1 trillion of revenue annually. And the growth rate is very high in many countries, in the range of 30 to 40%. If you look at top 10 countries that are very much involved in the gig economy, of course, the first is US, followed by UK, Pakistan, Ukraine, Philippines, India, Bangladesh, Russia, or even Serbia, for that matter. Right? These are the top 10 based on the some of the surveys that I've managed to get through. So, involved in gig economy definitely an alternative, especially for those fresh graduates like you. As I said earlier on, instead of waiting to get a full-time job, let job come to you. So in my view, we have run a couple of courses around the gig economy, digital marketing, and so on and so forth. I believe that probably very simple 5 steps that you can consider to become a gigger, to become a freelancer. You can do at your own free will, at your own time. The first one, of course, you have to ask yourself, based on your education background, what is the best skill that you can offer to the market out there? Don't worry if you feel that, maybe my skill is not fit into what other people want. There's people out there, out of 7.5 billion people across the globe, may like to engage with you for some of the skill that you acquired throughout this year. Number 1. Number 2, probably you need to do, just need to outline your skill very clearly to the potential customer out there. Your skill set, your scope of work that you want to do, duration, pricing that you offer, and so on and so forth. So the second step, if you complete that nicely, you can just take a look at some of the YouTube. They're talking about how to create a content, for example. You can do that quite easily. Now, after you have that done, you have completed that second step. The third step is you just need to ensure that you choose appropriate global marketplace or website and upload your content and place it there. Of course, the next thing, you probably just need to wait and see whether how many people come and ask for you. So the best thing about this is that if you create very nice content, very impressive content, very convincing content, the chances are people will come look for you. I know someone that working in Asia Pacific, and he has clients across the globe paying in US dollar, paying in euro, and live in Asia. That can be very lucrative alternative income rather than just waiting for the full-time job. Of course, the most important part, I believe, once your customer engage you, you need to ensure that you execute to the best of your ability, because the chances are repeated order will come in after you have completed your first assignment. So, 5 simple steps, as I mentioned. First, just ask yourself what the skill set you are most competent in, or something that you like most. Then outline those content in a presentable manner, convincing manner, that people will like to look at it. And then choose appropriate website or applications as provider out there. Many. I'm not going to recommend any of those things for you, but you can check. There's many out there that provide such facility. Then the fourth one, you just need to wait and see whether someone come and engage with you, and then when they engage, just need to ensure that you execute to the best of your ability. Again, as I said, the chances are you may get repeated order from the same client or different client across the globe. And to me personally, some of the people that I work with, that I know of, especially the Gen Y, like you, because you just graduated, you have your own free time. If you like the customer, you can choose to provide that service to the customer. If you don't like them, you just can ignore it, you can reject it. So you can do it at your own free time. Instead of waiting for the full-time job, which is very scarce, and I believe that next couple of months is not going to be I don't think that any multinational company, a local company, is going to hire as so many as what it used to do in their boom economy. So it's going to be very much anxiety for you to keep waiting for a full-time job. And probably this is one of the alternatives that you may like to consider to become a freelancer or involved in the gig economy. Thank you and see you in our next video.